He's definitely going to drop something. He is. It's all aligning to be that, whatever it may be, and it's going to be the most grown up, astute, like, really just tapped into your whole adult vernacular. Ain't gonna be it ain't gonna be a bunch of it will be some coded drug talk, but it won't be like what we used to seeing, to say the least. Like everything he's done. His last what he was talking about. And I like that the fact that he said that, folks that are, they understand their age. So, if you're an older person, and you're trying to making younger music, you're going to miss it. So he gave a shout out to the clips and what they were talking about. Yeah, I heard
it in there.
Yeah, man, that's what they do. And that was
because he said that's them.
Yeah, that's them.
Man, like that's
talking about Jay talking about it, because now we're leading up to
he got an album coming out.
The drop of Iceman is coming out by Drake. Yeah, you did. Drake is going to be dropping Iceman at some point, and they're trying to hype that up. And everything I know about Drake, and Drake is some years younger than me, but he's almost 40, and it's gonna still be some.
Kendrick about to drop that 5 man, so
I thought it was coming out. Came out already.
Yeah, man.
No, it comes out. I guess Iceman comes out May 15th.
Hear that.
Yeah, I just.
It would be fine if he wasn't still trying to prove something that he's not. Just make the hits, bro. Just make the hits.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing we were talking about. Like, if it's the hits, what's the hits look like at 38 years old? What does that look like? Are you still going to be doing those?
But the thing is, he still has, if we being real, he still has his base where they're going to roll with it. But even them, while they still want to praise him and things like that, they want him to get back.
I got that.
Drake. They don't want the whole, let me prove this.
His base,
that's gone.
His base is who, though? The majority of his base is the young people that Jay was kind of talking about. Like, they are in that.
But that's what it is.
And that's the part that he was saying that, like, hey, while it looks good on the Billboard chart, it shows, as you saw in that, in that what 2 years ago now we saw in that beef, that back and forth. It was like, you're missing the whole culture bit. Like, you're just doing stuff just to stay relevant type thing. If you're still doing features with Sexy Red or Sexy Blue or who the fuck they come out with now, you missed the whole part of, you didn't grow up with your,
Come on, man. Start this show so we can talk about how this WAP got passed.
You're listening to the Hot Seed Podcast.
Welcome all. I'm Sean, along with my co-host, Dr. Earl.
Yellow.
Dave.
Almost forgot my whole joint. Yes, sir.
And you guys know what it is. We're just dads with mics, gamers with headsets, and a whole lot of unfiltered conversation. And of course, as always, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Hot Seed Podcast. Be sure to listen, like, rate, review, share, and most importantly, enjoy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you get your favorite shows. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube at the Hot Seed Podcast. And of course, we are powered by none other than DUBBY Energy, which we will talk about a little bit more during the show. But DUBBY Energy, make sure you go to dubby.gg, put in our code, the Hot Seed Podcast, and get 10%, 20% off your order whenever you, I forget what the order is.
Hold it. Can I get
a discount on your order, man, when you put in our code, the Hot Seed Podcast, man. Just don't take our word for it. Just go ahead and do it. Episode 175 of the Hot Seed Podcast. First of all, we appreciate everybody who tapped in for our annual Hot Seed Podcast, NFL Draft Watchcast. Thank you. Uh-oh. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. I don't have all of the sound effects is not happening like it's supposed to be. It's horrible.
It's all right, bro.
Where's it at? There we go. There it is. There it is. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate you guys tapping in with us for the first round of the NFL Draft Watch Cash, which was pretty awesome. I don't know if it was as epic as it's been in the past, but it was cool. It was fun. Before we get into tonight's show, and I didn't even realize it, the show went by so fast. In years past, it's been roughly about 4 hours and some change. I forgot to even mention, and we all might have missed it. They changed the picks from 10 minutes to 8 minutes. I don't know if you guys recognize that. Yeah, so this year they changed it to 8 minutes per pick, and so that's why it went so fast.
The way they did it, it flowed smoothly. It
flowed smoothly, and at the same time it didn't, because according to a lot of folks I've talked to from the broadcast side, because we were doing our own thing, from the broadcast standpoint, it didn't work out too well. Depending on where you were watching it from, whether it was NFL Network or something like that, picks were coming in as late as like three picks behind, whatever the case may be. We were fine.
You know what? Even though this ain't the, like the football chat,
Yeah. But it's still,
let's throw this in there.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Give me a win and give me a loss from that first round. Give me a win.
Team or like
a team?
It could be a team. It could be a specific player. It could be, whatever you want.
A team that I feel like they did not do enough, or that they lost. I felt like the Pittsburgh Steelers lost. That's what I felt. As far as the winner of this draft, and they're in the same division, and if you're a betting man, I will tell you to go do this right now in the futures bet. The Cleveland Browns, dead ass, they won that draft. Like they
whole wide receiving core.
They got a wide receiving core. They got an offensive line. They got everything that and this is, I don't know. They're clearly that there was something that was going on in Cleveland that Andrew Berry, yes, we're talking about Deshaun Watson and stuff like that, but them last year picking the third rounder last year and then picking Shador in the fifth round. They got rid of Stefanski, and I forgot the other guy. Andrew Berry was doing his whole thing. And man, they actually picked I want to say 11 players in that draft. Like he even got a pick from you guys. They did that trade. You guys traded up, and they actually picked up a trade for them. So they got players, man. The value was great. So yeah, they were the winners in my opinion of the draft. The Cleveland Browns.
Give me a winner and a loser.
Hold on, come back to me. My thing about to die. I'm gonna get my charger.
Oh my goodness!
Welcome to the Hot Seat Podcast. This is what we do. All right,
I got to think a second on my winner because I do have multiple ones, of course, and it doesn't even have to be the biggest winner. But I gotta give it to him on that pick. I gotta give that Caleb Downs falling to the Cowboys some way, somehow, and them still getting them.
Right.
Definitely got to get a win. But honestly, if I said a win, the NFC East. I think the NFC
Facts.
East.
Facts.
As a whole won. AJ, you want to be gone? Okay, we got you. Okay. Whoa, Caleb Downs falls down here. Okay, we got you.
Yeah.
Sonny. I didn't even think you would be. Okay, we got you.
Yeah.
And then Arvell Reese, and then getting a lineman, your boy from Miami. Oh, we got you. Like everything was just going the way you needed it to go. It may not have been the sexiest thing, but after you sat back and you came off your feelings and you like, you know what? This is the first time, like on the Giants side, that I can talk about my line, my offensive line.
True. Hey, look. Before you finish, this is one reason that, and I'm gonna add to what you're saying right now, because it ties into the NFC East. One reason that the Pittsburgh Steelers kind of lost. I don't know if you guys saw. So they're pissed off at the Cowboys.
My loss.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. Go ahead. Do it. My bad, man. I'm sorry. You talking about? Okay. Go ahead.
So I was going to agree with you on the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because forget about who they picked. You just know that you're not professional enough to know what you're doing on a public stage. For those of you that don't know, these guys were on the phone talking with Mekhi Lemon.
Right.
Talking with them. Full-blown chat.
Conversation.
It's not even their pick.
Not.
We're not up yet. And how do we know that somebody may go next? Because we're watching on the TV and we can see that they're on the phone.
You're right.
Who are you on the phone with?
Right. Yeah.
So all it takes is a phone call of whoever's pick it is. And like, hey, are y'all chatting with? No, we ain't chatting with them. Hey, bet. Let us trade up to your pick real quick. We'll give you X, Y, and Z. And while they're on the phone and getting off, boom, there goes the team that sneaks in and grabs the pick because you don't know how to be professional. You're out here for the second year in a row, waiting for the oldest man to play in the league to be your quarterback. your Hall of Fame coach is gone. Like, I don't get it, bro. I do not get it. Steelers are supposed to be one of those teams that you're like, oh, I ain't got to worry about them. They're going to do this, this, and this. Well, that's out the window now because the person that held you at least to some type of standard is gone.
Thank you. Stop right there. Hey, Earl. Dr. Earl.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Nah, you're good.
You know why I apologize?
Right.
Because for the last several years, I've been giving Mike Tomlin the shits because I feel like what was going on with the Steelers was like, yo, you gotta go. But then I watched how they are currently handling.
It crumbles.
They're currently handling, waiting for Aaron Rodgers. You know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. Waiting for him to come and play for them. And then the way they handled this draft.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? Oh, it wasn't Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry, bro. 7-5. I do apologize, man.
You hear about him on TV.
I do. He's on TV now. I apologize. Like that lets you know that he did not really have all these years. And it may be proven that one John Harbaugh may have been in the same situation. Even with all that time that they had in their teams, you're talking about 15 years plus, they may not have had the amount of power that you thought that they should have had with their respective teams, which is a crime in itself. It's wild.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Winner and loser.
So I agree with you, Dave, when you said the NFC East, because I mean, I think collectively everybody had
NFC Beast, man. We might be back.
Everybody be back, bro. Everybody picked up a pick that I feel like is going to contribute to their team. This year.
Yep.
And they address, they address needs and things of that nature. I'm still amazed at what the Eagles are doing. Not even just in the draft, just off season and just in general. Like, they need a 30 for 30 on their GM. I think some people might disagree, but I think one of the biggest losers was the Chiefs.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
I did not understand that trade up.
No, we did not.
A couple of things. I didn't like the QB pick,
right,
from LSU. That didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
They need wide receivers. They picked up to get Cyrus Allen, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about him. I really felt like they should have had a wide receiver pick in the first 3 picks.
Yeah.
They did need to address the defense, so I do think they definitely did address the defense on the first 3 picks. Mansour, Delaney, he's good. They didn't have to give. They didn't have to move up. Like, I really felt like, and real talk, even if he was to slide,
they was like behind that.
They was like the 9th pick or something like that.
Yeah, no, they went from the 12.
No, they
only went up like 3 picks.
Yeah, it was the 9th. Yeah, it was the 9th. Yep. So, because they traded with the Browns. Yep.
They was gonna get they picked a cornerback, DT, edge.
Yeah.
They was going to get somebody.
Yeah.
They could have got Downs. They could have got a couple other people out there. Like, they just didn't have to move up, and they gave up too much for somebody to real talk, which I don't think he was worth all of that. So I would say just them. I just felt like they mortgaged too much. And I'm just mad that they just didn't address the wide receiver position, because I think at the end of the day, this is why I feel like
and protection.
And protection. This is why, because that left tackle was trash. This is why I feel like Patrick is hurt all the time, because he's overcompensating.
Right.
And they got a lot of receivers, but you got a lot of receivers that ain't really good. It's just like, all right, let me just get some people to plug in and fill out. You have Rice, maybe Worthy, and then you have an old Travis Kelce.
You could have traded back and got that tight end.
Yeah,
bro, you got so
that's what I would have did.
They traded up, right? So with the 9th pick, the Browns turned around and drafted Spencer Fano with that 9th pick, the slot that now if they had not traded, then the Browns would have took him there, because the Browns were going to take Fano. Okay, so let's take the Browns, take Fano. But then you guys end up taking Mao Noah at 10. The Chiefs would have been ahead of y'all. They could have still potentially have taken them there. On top of the fact, also, Concepcion was also taken by the Browns, who they also could have taken. And you took a defensive cornerback. And if we've been looking at Patrick for the last, 3-4 years, he's been dumping underneath and depending on Travis Kelce
and getting killed.
And a bunch of receivers that are my height. They can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And don't like to get him. And they picked up Denzel Boston was there.
Yeah.
They could have got him. They had 2 picks. They could have got him late in the first round.
Wow.
But he went to Cleveland, which I think is great, because Cleveland, I think he went to Cleveland, right?
Because they got Denzel.
Yeah, they got nothing.
That's what I said. They revamped their entire receiving core with some.
They gonna go over to what's his name? Judy, and be like, so.
Yeah,
it's still though, because even with Judy, it's like you got Judy, then you got Concepcion, you got
Denzel Boston, and then they got their tight end that they got in there, and they got their running back. It's this is a hot seat podcast, man. So we talk about what the fuck we want to. It's just interesting to see that how GMs overthink things, or their perception of how you should build a squad. And I've gotten to the point now, we've been doing this long enough, and I think I felt like this a long time ago, that I almost get offended when someone's like, well, you guys, that's why they're in the NFL and you guys aren't. No, because there's picks that were made. You be like, hey, bro, that's not a good pick for you guys, because we watched football. Case in point, for the first time in several years, Dave called me about it, and I was excited too. The Giants went out and actually got a kicker. Well, they're bringing a kicker in. Washington invited a kicker from Iowa as well. And what makes this important is, I know you guys' kicker. I've been watching his videos. First of all, he looked like he could work at Best Buy, but he just casually walked out there and hit a 70-yard field goal like it won't shit. Like, was crazy. The kicker that Washington invited in there is 80% from field goal range out of his Iowa career. So,
Big Ten also. There
you go, Big Ten. You know how how Earl loves his Iowa folks. He likes his line and everything else. So I take this. And 2, he's made over the last 2 years, he made 8 field goals over 50+ yards. And why that's important is the last few years we were like, yo, why can't we do what Dallas has done? They just signed their kicker Brandon Aubrey to like a $28 million contract, bruh. And he didn't even come from nowhere. I think he was working at something.
Just in our case by itself,
right?
We have lost too many games,
right,
in the last 2 to 3 years because of special teams alone. So just the thought of how much Harbaugh, a special teams freak,
there you go,
is paying attention.
He had that the GOAT up until he got rubbed out. But he had sorry.
Here's the other thing they paid attention to. You won't have to worry about this in some years down the road.
Right.
But there's some great kickers out there, but are you great in the elements that you're going to play in?
Facts. Yes.
Well, Michigan ain't pretty.
Iowa ain't either.
I was not pretty.
It's
So
not.
you can kick in the cold, you can kick in the wind, you can kick, you know what I mean?
If
Like
you can do that.
that's what I like about it even more. Like people will be like, oh well, so can kick from here, yeah, but he plays down in Florida. So like what we talking about?
I don't understand it, man. Like, you know, we're in a space of, and we're gonna talk about this stuff tonight, man. The internet is not a real space. It's not a real place. Within the internet is also analytics. It's not a real place. And I will put my mathematic hat on and challenge anybody outside of this podcast space. Don't let this podcast space and the jokes and shit fool you. We can sit down and push numbers and let you know that all that analytical shit that you try to pull to kind of convince me that this is better than the other. Let me show you the tape. Let me show you the tape of what it is. There's been people, and I'm just going to tape it from the career that I work in. There's been people that have had exceptional performance numbers, whether it's sales or something like that. And people look at them like, oh, they are a great person, so forth and so on. And we've had to fire them because they were stealing. So what does analytics say about that?
Or they're a great person because they're just a good player, but like I said, they got off the field issues.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know.
So that's the whole thing that we're going to talk about all of that before. Let's dive right onto it, man. Errol ain't gonna change his subscription, but is what it is. Xbox has a new boss, man. Xbox has a new boss. Asha Sharma, man, was named the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming and head of Xbox in February 2026, succeeding Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond. They have been with the company for like 20 plus years. Formerly the president of Microsoft's core AI product, she is focusing on console hardware commitment, reevaluating Game Pass pricing, and simplifying branding back to Xbox. I love it. So much so, if you guys been, if you've been playing your Xbox, you should have gotten a message that says that, hey, we're changing your Xbox Game Pass pricing. I took a picture of the other night there. So they changed it. I think it went up as much as 30 some bucks, and it's back down to Ultimate. It's back down to $22. And she is gaming. Xbox is gaming. I know for the techies out there and everything we're doing, Errol, you might subscribe to this. No, I don't know, but I know myself and Dave, we got our at one point, we had our cable, hooked up to it, our internet, all this other stuff. And that was cool. The Blu-ray stuff when that was popping, now we're in a digital space, so forth and so on. But you can't act like the gaming part of it started to slide a bit. You saw they started to get away from it. I know they're still we want this to be a computer. That's fine. I have a laptop. Actually, I have a Mac and all this other shit. But she came back in the moment that they increased that pricing, they lost. I didn't get the percentage. I don't know if you guys can pull it real quick, but the percentage of subscribers, one of them being Earl and several other million people, decided, now I'm going. Not only did they decide to go down to basic Xbox, they quit Xbox Game Pass altogether. Exactly. And some of those folks was for folks that casual gamers like Earl may be. And some of the folks like I'm not going to pay all this, because here's the thing with that digital gaming. These digital games that you're paying for, because you're still paying in some cases, unless you're getting off a Game Pass, you're still paying $70 for these games and stuff like that. And a new year comes about, you have this game, but you can't do anything with the game. Case in point, we bought Madden last year digitally. Let's go with NCAA. We paid $70 for NCAA when it dropped. That was 2024 or something like that. Who's still playing NCAA 2024, 2025, whatever it was, 2025, because this is the second year. Who's playing that now? So there's no trade-in value for that. So now you're getting NCAA 2026. So now that's $70 in the wash. You're not even getting any money for it. Oh, on top of that is we've also increased the price of your actual subscription game aspect itself. I love what she's doing. I've seen a couple of her interviews, man, and she He looks like a gamer, and it could be just CEO speak, but she so far she seems pretty committed, man, to getting the gaming aspect back to Xbox. They're even changing the logo back to what we remember, like the holographic joint, which is pretty dope.
Can't have gas going up and that going up. Like,
well, it's the same way that I don't know if it was old boy that just left on out or new one that was coming in, but he sat back and they were like, you know what? The cost to go to Disney is too much.
Yes.
You need to bring that down. Well, hello, Sherlock. It's been too much for a very long time.
Yeah.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
So same type of thing here. You're going to get the people regardless as long as you make the right games and make them the right way for something that we would go, hey, yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. How were we going crazy? How much were we going crazy when college football dropped?
Yeah.
Going crazy. You didn't have to tell us nothing else.
Right.
That was it. You know, now they over there, they're talking about March Madness. How crazy we going to be when we can play on March Madness?
Exactly.
Now you still need to be able to export these joints. So get around that NIL thing. We gave y'all a year. Come on, man. Need that. So we'll see there. I don't know.
Nostalgic look to the Xbox logo, man. Nostalgic look. What you got? Or what do you, I don't know how much you've looked into it, man. And she's a young lady too. To let you know, she was born in 1989. So you know, she was
younger than me.
She is. She took over CEO in February 26th. So she's a young lady, a young woman, and she looks like she has her shit together. What you got?
I mean, I seen her come up on feeds, and I was like, okay. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was completely turned off with the Xbox because they disrespected me months ago, and the fact that I had to find out from you guys, I felt betrayed. You know, and then the fact that they jumped. I don't even remember the price jump, but I just know
it went up by 50%.
Yeah, disrespectful. Yeah. Disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I think also too, there's different set of gamers. Like you got your gamers who are people that will go and explore different games on Game Pass. That ain't me. And that's really not me because I just don't have the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, at this stage in life, like I like to play the games that I play. I have a 3 to 4 game rotation. You guys know it. It's basketball, football, and then it's a shooting game. You know, and you could sub that shooting game out because if they don't create one that makes sense and we take stuff out that we like, cool. You lost me.
It's definitely haven't rocked on the last couple.
Yeah, we have it. we have it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's sad that we bought the last Call of Duty, and as soon as they said, "Yo, something as simple as you can't do the freaking missions by yourself. You got to do it. You can't play the campaign by yourself. You have to do it with somebody else." Cool, you lost me. Good job. Just wasting money on that. And then with the basketball, it's like the basketball was cool, but yo, me and Dave used to rock on it all the time. Be having some epic matches. Turned me off when we put it on Pro. Oh no, I'm sorry. We put it on because that was the argument. Put it on All-Star. All-Star feels like Hall of Fame. I'm like, yo, you can't. You got to get perfect to make the. I said no. Why do they keep messing with the meters? Like, why do they keep making it work? So you know what? It might be better now. I just haven't been on there in months and played that game. You know, so it's just at the point where I'm gonna need Xbox to stop playing around because what's gonna end up happening is slowly but surely people are going to move away. It's gonna be like the phone carriers. You know what I'm saying? People play around. It's like, all right, Verizon looking good now, or Verizon acting up. All right, Sprint looking all right now.
As
they
long as they make a phone call.
Exactly. I'm good.
They started doing so. I look at Xbox and the changes that they made the same way I look at what Marvel did after the success of Endgame. Somebody somewhere started looking at the money. Marvel, we had that 10-year run, the Infinity Saga, the best That should. The only thing that goes with that would be the Dark Knight trilogy. Even though you got 10 years of that Dark Knight trilogy, that's the only thing that can, head to head with that. But with Marvel and Dave agreed because they had that change with the CEO and stuff like they started seeing the money, so they started just dropping a bunch of stuff.
They oversaturated it.
That's what they did, and they saw, hey, we made $1 billion. We
putting out stories we didn't even care for.
we unseated, if that's a word, Avatar and Titanic with Endgame. So much so that James Cameron went back and said, no, we need to release this again because we want our throne back. But
by
they
the way,
unseated.
Endgame is coming back out again. But
yeah, this gonna be fun. So I wonder if they go drop Avatar again. But they was like, you know what, we did that, so we're just gonna drop everything because we're gonna make this money. They started putting everything on lunch boxes and thermoses and shit like that, and you saw the quality went down. Xbox started doing the same. They were making so much money at this time. They were acquiring products and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden they were like, hey, we want everybody to play with everybody.
What's up, Rashawn?
Everybody play with everybody. They started treating your game console like that community mailbox in your nice neighborhood where everybody gonna check that mail together. I don't want to check my mail with you. I just want to get my tolls that I get from Maryland and walk my ass back home and try to figure out why I didn't pay the shit. And then you started to get things in the case where the money started going into the pockets of these companies that had the large servers, i.e. EA, Call of Duty, their company, stuff like that, because that's where all the money comes from. Think about how many people are playing all at one time. Those servers, that amount of capacity, they're making bread. And then they start seeing that.
This is where it gets out of hand.
And then Call of Duty became trash. But
this is where it gets out of hand. When as a gamer, whether you're just a occasional gamer or an avid gamer like all the time,
right?
When you gotta think about how much it costs the game,
right?
Facts.
Think about that.
Right.
When you're trading off stuff,
as much as
I'm not gonna go out and get that because so and so coming up. You never had to do that before.
Never.
Now you're sitting back and you're paying anywhere from 70 to some people dropping 150 and up for a game.
That you can't really do nothing with.
And you can't trade it back in.
You can't trade it back
in. Then you got a $30 membership on top of that, and then
you play online.
Drops, and it comes out, and you're like, "There's only one game I'm looking for out of that drop."
I think with my bad,
you have to play on. You have to play online to play the game. But go ahead.
I think what people are not people, what these companies are forgetting is the allure of playing video games, especially for adults, because I want to see the statistics. I would go on a limb and say that it's probably more adults that play video games than
at
kids.
this point now, yeah. Our generation, yes.
Yeah.
More the kids are actually on computers.
Yeah. And they're playing
like
the same day. They're playing Roblox and all that shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Not the same.
So I want to go ahead and say that it's our generation that's playing these games.
Right.
And the whole premise of us playing these games is because we stay out of trouble and it saves money. I can go get some beers and I can sit in the comfort of my living room.
That's just therapy, bro. That's just
play.
Therapy.
I get relief.
Yes.
They know where I'm at. They know what Cat is. I know I'm coming. I know they know I'm like, you know where I'm at. Now let's get to the point where it's like, to play the game costs just as much as it is to get bottle service.
Yeah.
Like, I might as well take my ass outside. Like,
dude, you are sitting back going, so what updates do they got to NBA?
Exactly.
2K27? Because I might just.
And the crazy part is, certain games you can't play unless you have the Xbox script, because you have to play online because it says this game is, you have to get the online updates. So you're forced to do it. So you're telling me I got to pay you $30+ a month to play this game that now I don't even have a system that even uses a disc anymore. It's digital. I got to download it on it. I got updates. Oh, by the way, depending on what level or what capacity of storage I have to go buy more storage for that gaming system because as we all see,
came with enough storage.
None of them. Hey, bro, look, 2K has some of the largest fucking storage there is. That and I've already pre-installed Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon 6 has like 200 gigs.
Wait for Grand Theft.
Grand Theft is going to have
Grand
a whole
Theft is gonna
terabyte.
cancel out your system.
Yeah, I'm gonna have another terabyte, and I have 2 terabytes now. It's going to need that, and I know I'm still
Grand
pissed off
Theft
about
is
it.
the only game, to tell you the truth, just because I know how I attack it.
Yeah,
it's the only game that'll drop, and I won't care what the price is. I'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah,
because I play that regardless.
Yeah,
endlessly.
And I'm still playing City Skylines, and that game is fucking huge as well.
I want you to be done with City Skylines. They done broke your heart too many times. I want you to be done.
Are they still making it?
There's some updates to it, which I love. They just actually updated it, so I'm still playing.
I want you to be done with that.
No, I'm talking about the newer one.
The new they are. That's on PC, but the older one, they still all this new DLC that was added. Fantastic, love it. So I'm still playing.
So real quick,
sorry, I'm playing this game for like 6 years.
Real quick, just a couple announcements for the Giants. Real quick, I know this is football, but I just want to. So we signed Shelby Harris earlier today.
Okay.
And then they just signed another DT, not the one we thought, but I mean serviceable. Samoan brother, so I'm cool with that. To a 1-year deal. So we got two.
Who was that one?
Leaky. Hold on.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Calais. Okay.
No. That's what I said. It's not the ones that we thought. But they got one of them, the ones that we wanted. But Leaky, some Samoan brother for a 1-year deal. So now I guess the last piece is Odell But that was all I need to say. Okay.
That's all you got? All right. I'm gonna change this up a little bit because I feel like this is something that's going to hit home because even though it is raining, it is that time of year and there's a lot going on. So I feel like that this actually you'll see what I'm talking about.
Not so breaking news.
So here's the thing. It's that time of year, bro, where we're out in the yards and we are working. Some of us are cutting grass, put it down our mulch, clean the pool like I've been doing. There's, we have to battle mosquitoes. Some of us have had to battle wasps and hornets and stuff like that. Just put your hands up in the air if you had a battle of wasp. I know it does you, Dave. So apparently bees is a problem. So not so breaking news, man. So it's from the AP News, man. So 1 million bees make for bumper to bumper traffic on a Tennessee highway. This is as of April 17th. So this is a couple days ago. So this is from Knoxville, Tennessee. Travelers on the East Tennessee interstate were forced to brake for workers and drones, perhaps even a queen, when a truck carrying about 1 million bees crashed Friday. The swarm shut down an exit of Interstate 40 in Knoxville, said Mark Nagy, Tennessee Department of Transportation and Regional Spokesman. There were no injuries, he said. The ramp from I-40 east to Henley Street is back open, but the truck is destroyed and the bees are well buzzing. Nagy posted along with a photo of a person in beekeeper garb. Unless you are dressed in this outfit, please stay in your vehicles in this area. Don't seem like too long, right? Add something else to it. So on the same day, the Southwestern U.S. host. So this is Southwest, right? So what had happened was there was a beehive found at BWI. A swarm of approximately 20,000 bees was safely removed from an empty Southwest Airlines baggage car on the ramp between concourses B and C at BWI Marshall Airport. A local beekeeper relocated the swarm without incident, and there was no interruption to airport operations. Well, look here. I'll tell you this right now. Yo, if I'm on the interstate, I'm trying to close my vents. First of all, I worked at BWI. problems. And I bring this up because I know the good brother David here has had some encounters with those who have the stingers and such. Anything you want to add to this?
Hell no. I got no comments about no bees, no wasps, no ground, no air, no siding, no in my light socket outside. And when I spray you, now you messed up my electrical system. Yeah, I ain't got no comment.
Earl, nothing going on over there, man. Nothing at all.
No. I wanted to hear Dave's take on it because I know that's.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. But I will say this: you can hit me with another not so breaking news.
I'm with it, sir. Look, hey, look, let's do it. Let's hit you with another one.
Not so breaking news.
If you haven't noticed, a lot of things are going on in the world today. So join me on this journey of the bullshit. With everything that's going on, and then I'm not even gonna bring it up. I don't want to cancel out our show, but you know what happened.
Yeah, you go.
But either way, with all that going on, they always tell you, I want you to look over here so you don't pay attention to what's going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you realize that your voting rights got demolished today?
Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Did you realize that? Well, the Supreme Court ruling weakens a key tool in the Voting Rights Act. This is the same Voting Rights Act of 1965 that everybody bloodshed and everything for. And we thought we got over. When I say we, let me just put it directly. Blacks and Latinos. Well, guess what? Now, with all this gerrymandering going on and redistricting and stuff like that, imagine if Republican-led states can now go in, forget about carefully drawing out maps. They can go and say, where do black people live and where do white people live? All right, we'll get the black people, that one section right there. No matter how crazy that circle looks, that's your section. So you count for less. Because remember, it's not a popular vote. It's
stop right there. Vote. Hey, stop right there. Before you go any further, you said count for less, right? So This is apparently, everybody's excited about, America 250 going back to 1776. If I remember, in 1776, what were you considered less of a percentage of a human? Keep going, Dave. You got it. Keep going.
So the ruling could open up the door of Republican-led states to eliminate Black and Latino electoral districts that tend to favor Democrats and affect the balance of power in Congress. And when they went to Trump to ask about it, he had no idea what was going on. He was talking about the astronauts in the ballroom. That's what we got going on right now.
Yep. Yeah.
So, I want you to look over here.
Yeah.
Look at this shiny hand over here.
All I want
in here. Something that's been standing since 1965.
All I want to say is it's not Republican and Democrat, because if you ask me, both of them are some shit. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are not adhering to, or keeping the people in mind. You know what I'm saying? It's everything is money, political. It's a small percentage of people deciding the fate for millions, which it's frustrating.
Yeah.
And I just really wish people would really wake up. You know what I'm saying? And just pay the fuck attention. It's literally like these niggas are pimps. And y'all the hoes. You know what I'm saying? And y'all out here just listening and falling for the bullshit. And my thing is, like, I be mad because I'm like, y'all don't want to hear shit. Don't come back and be on, man, I fucked up. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. So I just wish people wake the fuck up.
It's interesting that Dave tied that into us. So I don't know if you guys have saw it, because so much is happening in the world, to Dave's point. Mm-hmm. So 3 students from Brown University, you guys know Brown University, the Ivy School, they're actually suing the school for alleged security failures in the shooting that happened, last year. They're not asking for a ballroom or nothing like that, because they lived. There's a parent shooting that happened. Then they're asking for money, and because they go to a public. Even though there's a lawsuit out there for Sandy Hook as well. Sandy Hook, the school, those kids who have been killed, they themselves, there are some parents who actually put like a civil suit out that I read that, regarding the security protocols and stuff like that. They weren't asking for a ballroom or anything like that. They were just, trying to hold people accountable. So I just want to point that out. Like it's a lot happening right now. There's a few more other ones out there. The Colorado law that allows school shooting victims to sue may contain an unattended loophole as well. So it's been a few things as well. Las Vegas man arrested for high school shooting threat. But none of these situations where the schools themselves actually came out like, we needed like a bunker or a ballroom or something that kind of can help protect our students, and we good just with keeping them in the trailer that's on the outside of the school. So I just wanted to point that out. Something else that's happened this summer. There's a lot of concerts that are happening this summer. You got Chris Brown and Usher. You got Bruno Mars. That'll be
Mars
this weekend. Mars. I said Mars. You have a bunch of other things this year, but what many are not talking about, and which people are going to pay the money anyway, or maybe not. There was a verdict that was given, the LiveNation Ticket Master verdict that was done, and it would say LiveNation and Ticket Master found liable for antitrust violations by a federal jury. And to put it all together was they were jacking up prices, bro. Let's call it at the end of the day. We've talked about it on this show several times. I mean, you can go back to a couple, episodes several seasons ago where we were talking about just going to see a Commanders-Giants game and the fact that our parking was more than our actual game tickets. Now, that was not something that was directly directed at involved with Live Nation, but we did go through Ticketmaster, and we've seen plenty of times where we went to games where you're like, wait, why is this game to go see? I'm just gonna put it out there. You see the Washington Wizards play the Charlotte Hornets $175. I'm just making an example on a Wednesday night in fucking February when they're both already have lost 60 games or some shit like that,
and everybody's sitting out.
Right. So, a federal jury in South District of New York has now returned a verdict against Live Nation Entertainment Incorporated and its subsidiary Ticketmaster LLC, finding that these companies dominated the live entertainment sector and violated federal and state antitrust laws. The case was originally brought by the U.S. Department of Justice, which, as the earlier reported, reached a surprise mid-trial settlement with the defendants under terms that they have yet to be approved by the court. Following the settlement announcement, a short recess allowed the 33 remaining state attorneys general, yada, yada. The trial then resumed April 15th, so forth. It's one of those, they knew they were wrong, bro. They knew they were wrong. Considering that you can get your tickets from Ticketmaster, StubHub, SeatGeek, you name it. It's no different than going in, you sick, you got a cold. You got to pick between Dayquil, Mucinex, Tylenol, cold and flu, whatever, and it's all different pricing. In this case, Live Nation and Ticketmaster was running it up, and they were like, because they were the main ones, and they found them guilty, so they got to pay some money back. What y'all think, man? Because we've all been to shows and talked about this astronomical price.
We could talk about this directly because we all got different things that either we looked at or
so let me know.
Let me put this on out there. We were going to the Usher and Chris Brown joint.
Yeah.
We were going.
Yeah.
And mind you, my wife just saw Chris Brown probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen either one of them in concert. And I sat back and said, that'd be something nice leading into the summertime here and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I go and I look for some tickets. I'm looking around, and you saw some tickets in the mid twos, and I'm talking about you up there with the planes, bro.
Right.
And then when I just started looking for okay tickets, that joint jumped from the mid twos to the high threes and fours. And sitting in the 300 section, mind you, was it Northwest Stadium goes up to 400?
That's the club level. Yeah.
So that 300 section,
Yeah.
I can tell you the exact $414.
Wow.
One ticket. That's everything included with the fees. $414. I looked at Dre. She was like, "What you want to do?" I was like, "What I want to do?" That's $828. That's 5 days, 4 nights somewhere.
Right.
Do I want 4 hours or do I want 4 nights? I want my 4 nights.
Yeah.
So that was me. You can go with your girl if you want, but as far as me, because the whole time while everybody dancing, this is me the whole time.
I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah. I'm gonna be pissed.
Whole time, bro.
I'll pay $800 to see this nigga fly around the stadium. Ain't this
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass.
I got a couple. My bad. This watermelon good shit. I got a couple.
That's not the most niggerish shit I've heard. Keep going.
It is, yo.
Sorry.
And listen, I accept it. A couple different things. Ticketmaster been robbing us for years, bro.
Years, bro.
As an avid Giants fan and somebody who goes to games every year, like since 2009, I've gone to at least 1 or 2 games every single year. Haven't missed a beat. And it's wild that, and it's disrespectful that the freaking fees are damn near just as much as the damn ticket.
Yes.
And it's like, yo, I can get a ticket for $100, but now I'm paying $200 because the fees is damn near $100. It's like, yo, come on, son. Like, come on, yo. And like
what
now,
are the fees for?
yeah, and now you bargaining. You ain't bargaining on the ticket price. You bargaining on, yo, who got the least amount of fees, yo? Because Ticketmaster is disrespectful, bro. So
yeah,
I'm hoping we see change because this don't make no sense. Now just going because it struck a nerve with what Dave said, and I just kind of want to touch base on that.
Nah,
Usher,
hold on.
Yeah,
they really are, and so much so that
he said, "Fuck me, huh?"
He's in the middle of saying,
my bad.
Usher and Chris Brown situation, and right. I do want to. I'm not shifting, but I am a little bit, but it's still on par.
Right.
And I want to get y'all perspective. I didn't go see Chris Brown. I like Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Chris Brown enough to go out here and kill myself to go pay these astronomical. Absolutely not. Then this is the part that I want to pose to my brothers because I sat back and I thought about it. I'm more of an Usher fan than Chris Brown, right?
Okay.
Facts.
I would have loved to go see him in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But even still, you got to have some kind of decorum when you go to see these cats. Like, and this is what I mean by that.
It ain't for you.
You can't go, and y'all judge me if y'all want to. I don't give a fuck. You can't go see Usher or Chris Brown like without a female. I'm sorry. Like you can't do it. Like that's not no shit. You go, the fellas, you want to go see Chris Brown? Fuck no. You can't even get that shit off in a group, though. Like only way maybe potentially is if it's a mixed group, but even still, like niggas gonna be looking at you like, yo,
the only way you do that, Earl, if you're going as a group, because you're going out there because you're trying to snatch something when you get out there.
But not. So even that. So let me pose this to you. Even if you go in there hunting, right? The presentation, what does that look like? Because you can't go with 2 or 3 of y'all talking about y'all in here trying to y'all look crazy. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, you just sat up here and bought some damn ticket. And then too, my thing is, and this goes back to what Dave was saying, I'm not about to sit up here and pay $400 to watch these motherfucking chicks spoon over these niggas that ain't none of them getting. And then I'm sitting up here like pissed the hell off, like, yo, what the fuck did I pay money for this shit for? Like I like their music, but not that damn much. Especially too when I got two artists that I stop everything for that I wanted to go see. You know what I'm saying? That's way less. And that's Jill Scott and Jay-Z. And I also want to say this. Thank you for all these artists having concerts, because all these artists having concerts made these prices go down. Thank you to Usher. And thank you to Chris Brown specifically, because when Jill Scott was the first one who had an album that was released, I mean, that had a tour that was released, everybody went crazy because Jill Scott ain't have an album in 10 years. Let me get my shit off because we ain't been on here in a minute, and this was some shit I wanted to talk about. Jill Scott ain't had an album in 10 years.
Facts.
She ain't been on tour. She been on tour.
Facts.
But not for her album.
Okay.
So when her shit came out, that was the main topic. Everybody was like, yeah, going to this. But Jill Scott, this is the first time I can say Jill Scott's prices was disrespectful. She don't perform in, big large venues. She performs in smaller venues. Her prices was like $500. Earl said, y'all know how much of a stan I am. I said, absolutely not. Does that mean I'm not going to see it? Oh, I know I'm going to go see it, but I was like, no, I'm going to wait this shit out. Then who came next? The Roots. And they said, who's going to be headlining the Roots? They said Erykah Badu and Jay-Z. So now everybody shifted from Jill. They said, oh, hell yeah. Jay-Z, boom, getting them tickets. You know what I'm saying? Then it was Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, 25, 30-year anniversary. He going to be at Yankee Stadium. Yo, hell yeah. Can't wait for them joints. Them tickets was disrespectful, right? But then you know what helped Jay-Z's tickets go down and the prices get better? The creme de la creme. Usher and Chris Brown. And I'm going to say that tour-wise, because technically, really, real talk, out of all the people I just named, it was really only two of them that's on tour. Tour-wise, that Usher and Chris Brown shit is going to be bigger than that Jay-Z concert, whatever.
Yeah,
and
it's easy.
Jay-Z concert is going to be big, but it's big for the area. You know what I'm saying? That Usher shit, that shit is going to fuck shit up.
So
you know what I'm saying? And my last point on this, and I'll be quiet. Don't go to that Usher and Chris Brown concert if you're in a new relationship or you're not battle tested, because you're gonna come out of there and that shit is gonna be a dub. And the other thing is you're gonna lose your girl because you insecure, and she gonna leave up out of there, and she ain't leaving with Usher. She just not leaving out of there with your ass. I'm done.
Clip that.
Yeah, we definitely got to clip that. That's hilarious. She only leaving out of there that way if you sitting down in like the 100s. If you sitting in the 300s at Landover, her ass gonna leave with you, because how's she gonna get back home?
Well, wait a minute. My bad. I mean, cut you off. First of all, we going in the hundreds.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking right. You better not be.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the only way she leaving there.
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
I'm with you on that. The Chris Brown
for a little piece of change. Fuck that. Excuse me.
The Chris Brown Usher tour is a whole different experience. It's a whole different experience for anyone that's going, because I am a big Chris Brown fan. Like I'm a big Chris Brown fan. But at the same time, the ticket price, actually, it's not too crazy in certain parts. I get with anybody offline if they they're trying to do some stuff. But at the same time, you have to be tapped into it. Like if we want to see Jay-Z, or for my case, if I'm trying to see Common or something like that, like it's got to be something I got to be like tapped into it. Me, I can't even justify if my lady wanted to see this and spending that amount of money, because I don't feel like I'm going to get the full. It's not for me. It's like it's only certain songs I'm like cool there, but most of the stuff I'm like, I know a certain song I'm a rock with, stuff like that. I don't have, and respect to the bro. I mean, the fact that they're doing it is amazing because it's going to kill like records.
No,
like,
it was much needed. It was asked for.
Yeah, it was done.
For years they've been asking them to do a verses, and they were smart.
I love it, man.
They sat back and said, "Let's do a concert." All that is straight. Yeah. And honestly, I'm not even knocking them.
Yeah.
If they can get it, they can get it.
Absolutely.
They just ain't getting it from me.
Absolutely.
That's it. I'm not hating on them.
Now this is
and you know what? They don't want us there. I'm good.
This is the ultimate pickup line, though. I ain't gonna lie. If you are single, if you're cheating, if you tell a woman and say, "Hey, look, hey, what's going on? Hey, check it out. Hey, you trying to go to this
play? Yeah,
right. You trying to go to this Chris Brown Usher concert? Hey, ain't you married? You trying to go to this concert? I mean, yeah. All right, cool. that's the conversation right there, bro. I am not suggesting that or for anyone. No. I'm just saying what's happening. That's what's going on. Because
that ain't no first type early date type shit. Hell no.
Hey, look, it's there's something that comes with this. I apologize. It's gonna be hey guys. Because first of all, it's at Northwest Stadium. Northwest Stadium is not close to the Metro. First and foremost, it's off of 95. We went there for the Giants Commanders games, Skins games, whatever you want to call it. Getting an Uber out there is not cheap at all.
And getting the hell out of there is pandemonium.
And parking there starts at about 74. So going to the Bruno Mars concert this coming weekend, parking pass. The cheapest one is $74. There's a church there. I don't know if the church is going to be, selling their parking or not. That's funny. This church is selling themselves for parking. The highest ticket pricing one there is like section G, and it's like $225 for parking. Northwest Stadium holds roughly about 70-some thousand people. They're going to take the stage in there, so I don't know how they're going to pack it out. So it's probably going to be a little bit more for Chris Brown and them, maybe. Right. Good luck, guys. Somebody fucking that night. I ain't gonna tell you tonight. Somebody fucking after this concert. I don't know. In the car, in the parking lot. Somebody fucking.
Let me explain something to you.
Say that right now.
Bro. Let me explain something to you.
I'm telling you right now.
And this is Earl speaking from as if I'm not. But let me explain something to you. If this was old Earl, let me explain something.
Right.
If you go on the Chris, if I'm taking you to Chris Brown, because let me. I wish I had the little cha-ching money on the side. Yeah, put the cha-ching. Every time I say an item, just hit that button.
Facts.
All right, bet. Gas prices is fucking ridiculous. So we got to drive $4 a gallon for fucking gas. Okay. I'm going to MetLife, so that means I'm getting on the turnpike. I got to pay for fucking tolls. All right. Got to pay for parking because they about to rape you for parking. That's at least $50.
I said 74. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm being nice because Giant Stadium is about $50. So I'm gonna just say $50.
How's that shit more in DC? Oh, not even DC. Right there, it's crazy. Well, that is New Jersey.
Then you want to drink, and the price is gonna be disrespectful. So you talking about
some smearing off?
$20.
25
for some watered down shit.
Yes.
Then you gotta eat
some chicken tenders and fries.
Then let me also add up because you forgot about this. They charging for pitches, rent for pitches, and whoever paying for that is like. Let me explain.
You need a special outfit for the event too. You forgot
Facts.
about that,
bruh. Then it depends on what type of situation. You might be on some shit. Yo, they put people in the vibe. Yo, either you go on the tops or going somewhere on the let out. We'll keep this going. Take 10. Then I got to drive you back. Yeah. No. I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
That's a lot of change, bro.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Thank you for making it clip worthy.
Yeah,
It really was, man.
I tell you that.
Hey,
Fucked up.
the cool part is that, man, you know, we're making fun of it and stuff like that.
Nah,
man.
I'm dead ass serious.
He is dead ass serious. But the fact that you get these concerts, man, it's pretty cool. Like growing up, there was a lot of concerts and stuff that were out there that we wanted to go to. They're just available at the time. In this day and age, think about it. How many people, be perfectly honest, that you want to see in concert? Like, it's not too many of them. Thinking about the music scene itself, there's only a few people that you want to see in concert like this. I know one of them that Dave's going to name. We've named another one already. And I'm talking about Jay-Z, Ed Sheeran. I'm going to see Bruno Mars, Usher, Chris Brown.
I've seen Jay a couple of times, and I can put
Facts.
both of those together, and I haven't paid this amount.
Facts. Yeah.
And had good seats.
Yeah. It's
Did the cha-ching get him?
yeah, I guess he did because he's frozen. Oh, there you go.
No, because I was, you know what, I was just curious.
Yeah.
I was like, the greatest entertainer in the world. Now, granted, this was during a different time.
Yeah, we know.
I was just curious to see how much his tickets was.
Uh-huh. What is that?
Tickets was between $17 and $30. You know what I'm saying? But keep in mind, this is the 80s.
But there was a lottery to get those tickets. Did you see that there was a lottery to get those tickets back in the day? You talking about Michael Jackson, which is a whole nother level of shit.
Speaking of, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but
I haven't seen it yet.
Bring it up.
But go ahead.
I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to say this.
That's fine.
You could tell when we have this debate about who's the GOAT entertainer wise. I mean, me and Dave talked about Sean, I think we talked about it before.
Uh-huh.
It is definitely Michael Jackson. The reason being, Michael Jackson had motherfuckers passing out in the movie theaters. In the motherfucking movie theaters. There was reports.
He ain't even live right now.
No.
Some of the movie theaters were straight up concerts.
Right.
No, I'm serious. Like straight up, go check it.
Yes. It's I challenge anybody to go back and watch the Michael Jackson concert in Bangladesh. I think that's what it was. And I had that on videotape. My dad recorded it for me, and I watched it. To the tape popped in the video cassette, and literally they show these European men passed out, bro.
Let me say this one story because I did say this since he brought it up.
Go ahead.
I did tell Earl this, and I guess a lot of people don't know this, but you can go online and actually check it out. So, in case people weren't alive for it or honestly didn't realize what was going on in the back end of it, everybody always sees the scene of Billie Jean being performed on stage at Motown 25, right?
Yeah.
And all the artists are there. All of them. I'm talking Diana Ross. I'm talking Smokey. I'm talking Stevie. I'm talking Marvin. All of them are there. Everybody's there performing, right?
Right.
What song did Michael perform? Besides performing with his brothers?
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean, yeah.
That's the only song I know.
Was that a Motown song?
No.
They didn't want him to perform that song.
No.
They didn't want him to perform that song at all. Barry Gordy didn't want him to perform it, and certain artists didn't want him to perform it. But I hear that Diana Ross and a couple other people got in the right people's ears, specifically Barry Gordy, and said, if you don't have Michael here, you don't have a Motown 25.
Right.
And Michael basically made it that I'll perform with my brothers, but I'm going to premiere this Billie Jean as far as the first time me performing it live. And then hitting the moonwalk and everything else out there. When you see playbacks of Motown 25, all you see is that performance. Yeah. That's the only thing you ever see. It said it hit so hard that Marvin Gaye was off stage, mad as shit, because he said
it was supposed to be his night
off.
Yeah,
that we're sitting up here performing old hits, and this guy comes out here, performs a new track, and not only a new track, something that ain't got nothing to do with Motown. That's how powerful. Before,
Yes.
I mean, he was already famous, don't get me wrong. Before where you thought he went to, this is still a young individual Mike as far as doing his own thing. And that's the command he had on stage, and that's the pull he had behind stage. And that's just one element. Now, the other thing that just blows it off is the fact that this is, as far as I know, at least released in theaters, that will most likely be the first and only biopic I know that will have a part 2, because there's just so much to be told.
Yeah, he has different insurance. I mean,
I think they already they officially said
it will be because you can't do it.
Well, I told you about the extras.
Yeah.
They even the last album that he did, I think it was the Victory album that he did with the Jacksons. Michael didn't even want to do that. He wanted to, his mom is the reason that he went on tour and did it out. He did not want to do that at all. He wasn't even in the promo for it, the videos. Mike was like, fuck it, I'll do it, guys. I guess because he was so far beyond past what they were doing, because they were still trying to hang on, as you can see in this current day. I'm sorry, guys, but have you seen, was it Jermaine Jackson? I think Jermaine Jackson, they keep showing him with the hairdo.
You'll see how they break that down in the movie. What you're talking about is in there.
Yeah, they are still so hanging on to the glory days. They never made past that. Where Mike was out of here from Off the Wall to when he did Thriller and all this other stuff here. So it's and I only say that because I'm coming from a person that Michael Jackson was my end all be all, bro. From back in the day, end all, reading all of his books. Checking it out from the library when we used to be able to do that back in the day, having a jacket, dancing like him, everything, getting the Bad album in there, which was the Bad album actually opened up in three parts. The one I had on there, and then it had different dance poses they did in there that I used to mimic back in the day. It was in black and white. It was the coldest shit that I ever did though. But it's an interesting time in the world where we're getting a Michael Jackson biopic as if we had not seen, I don't know how many, even that horrible ass Fletch biopic.
Absolutely not.
But we also got probably the greatest miniseries there is, which is the Jacksons, the American Dream, back in the early 90s. All of us were in in middle school and stuff like that. And the fact that in this 2026 that his music and his impact hit so hard, it's so dope. And there's people who are Prince fans and stuff like that. We don't even talk about that. The fact that there was that whole thing there. All this happened during the Prince era. It's kind of like this is what I compare this to, and it's gonna be a hot take, but whatever. When Prince was dropping it, Purple Rain, Purple Rain came out. Purple Rain was crazy, but during the same time, I believe was the Bad album. I think, if I'm correct. But that's supposed to have been Prince's joint. Prince was supposed to have been out of here. Take Bad out of it, and then Prince is skyrocketing it. But
right.
Mike drops Bad. I compare that to 2014, 2015, I think it was, Cleveland Cavaliers, when LeBron went back. It was supposed to be LeBron going back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Remember, he got Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to 2016. But what showed up during that same time? The goddamn Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. And he pretty much just shit on your time to really shine. Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers won that one joint, but we knew what time it was. It was Steph Curry, the babyface assassin, the Splash Brothers, and all that. That's what Michael Jackson was. He took that time that moment should have been for Prince, where Purple Rain killed that. And I compare that to, again, to Dave is coming back. Take that to the time when LeBron was taking over Cleveland again for the second time. It's supposed to be his time. And then Golden State shows up and it was surprise, surprise. And then now you got that and now 2026 is this what we're looking at, like cats are still moonwalking all across the globe.
I mean, I look at it from the stance of Michael Jackson, and this is what I feel about music. This is why I dislike music so much today, because they don't make timeless music anymore. They make music for the moment.
Yeah,
you know. And my thing is, music is, I don't care what genre, music is supposed to be made to transfer into different generations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like your kids, we all have kids at different age ranges. You know what I'm saying? And I can honestly say, and I'm pretty sure, and my child is 7. You know what I mean? Your youngest is what, 4 or 5?
About to be 6.
5?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they may not know Michael, but I'm pretty sure they know a song by Michael.
Facts.
But Sean knows Michael. You know what I'm saying? And he can sing songs by Michael. And this isn't because he's seen him on TV and nothing like that. It just, he's heard his songs. His songs translates and it generalizes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's what it's about.
It's like also an extension of you.
Yeah. Absolutely. True. But even outside of me, if I take outside, like I'll never forget. Y'all know I'm a Stevie Wonder lover, bro. I was listening to Stevie in the car. He in the back, and I'm playing In the Visions, right? So I'm playing Don't You Worry About a Thing. Like, I hear somebody in the background singing. I'm almost like,
but he knows.
Am I tripping?
He probably knows it from Sing too, though.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. I'm sitting there like, yo, is he back there singing? And I didn't want to say nothing because I wanted to turn it down a little bit to see if I could really hear him. And he was singing. I was like, how you know this? And then I remember I finally, let the cat out of the bag, turned the music down. I was like, yo, bro, how you know that song? He was like, this is from Sing. And then I watched it. I'm like, oh, this is what they did. And I was like, but that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how music should be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's how music should be. I don't have to introduce it to you. You just know. And honestly, the music speaks for itself.
Yeah. It's a great time to be alive with music, man. Seeing this. I have to go see it sometime this week.
Yeah, please do. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah. It's done. Speaking for itself, man, we still haven't gotten an official you're killing me. The official drop of the Avengers Doomsday trailer. It has not happened yet. But this is going to be one of the greatest comic book character movie years that we've had in what, Dave? 5 years or so? The lineup is crazy, from Avengers to Spider-Man to Clayface to what is Supergirl. All this stuff is happening right now. They've
Wait, I'm sorry, there's a Supergirl?
Yeah, that's a,
is that Superwoman?
That's his cousin. That's his cousin.
That's his cousin.
That gnat that be like,
it's gonna be
right there. It's just always when you're grilling, bro. It's always when you're grilling, because you got right there, bro.
Right.
That was a legit question, because I'm like,
that's why I said just
speaking of grilling, man. Speaking of grilling. The grilling season is coming upon us, though. Like, so we were talking about grass, though, baby. But there's some new tools out there. Somebody got a new tool that I know, that hit their lawn recently. What's the review on it? What are we thinking?
Oh shoot, my bad.
Yeah. I'll tee that up for you. Let's go.
Listen to this, viewers. This is what we about to talk about. Go ahead.
Yes, we are. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
go. What time it is, man?
This is Dad's with Mike show. Go ahead.
I digress.
Yes.
Listen to this.
I digress. I don't know what he's talking about.
Let's go.
Just wait, y'all. Just wait.
Come on. So what we got?
So a couple weeks back, probably about a month back, went out and got the Greenworks. 17-inch wide lawnmower, battery powered. Yeah, man. Good lawnmower, bro. Good.
Yeah,
the one thing I will tell you, make sure, unless you got a real small lawn, make sure that you get an extra battery. It save your life.
Yeah.
But that cut, seamless, man. Seamless. And I'm gonna keep it at that because I just know Earl is
no, it's just hilarious because like this is where we at. But I ain't gonna talk shit because real talk, right after that, I had it in the cart.
And I got it before Father's Day.
You did.
Which is what I love, man. Like, I mean, what's your I mean, how did it do for your overall, the cut and everything?
Everything was great, man. Like I said, it's all depending on your lawn. So just give you an example. The regular battery is going to last anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah. I know it takes longer for me to do my lawn. So 2 batteries, it was fine. Yep. That's about right. I got a newer edition. But yeah, that's about right.
Had that queued up for you.
I got me a weed. I did get me a Black & Decker weed whacker because I needed. I was tired of mowing my lawn, and then I can't get like around a tree, and them intricate parts. So I got to either get down there and pull the shit, and it's frustrating. So I just go in the house and just like say fuck it.
So
now you need your edger.
So before we get out of here, I'm glad you said that. So this is how bad. I always talk about training my social media feed, even my internet stuff there to give me the stuff that I'm most concerned about. And sure enough, though, I got a report a few days ago about the top 5 places that have the worst mosquitoes. And this is funny because the number 5 is where Dr. Earl lives, New Jersey. So apparently New Jersey has the top 5 worst mosquitoes in the United States. And they said due to all of the I guess you guys have creeks, rivers, or whatever they got going on here, and then like the standing water around homes in there. So how's it going for you? Like, are you having that same type of situation? Like when it is mosquito time, are you having those same type of things?
Yeah, so like people come in my backyard, like you get bit up.
I've seen your backyard though, because you got some foliage.
And I got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
When the weather starts to cooperate, I'm gonna get back there. It was even to the point I was talking to my sister.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to gut it because I do want to put like some what's some trees like the
lemongrass,
and it's another purple joint, lavender.
Yeah.
Lavender.
Yep. Yeah. Lavender and lemongrass. Yep.
Yeah, I want to put that in there, but I also want to have a service come in there once a month, just fog the shit. Cause like I'll be outside cooking and shit, and I'm just like I want people to be comfortable. I done bought the little dunks where you put the little dunks in the water, and that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done fogged it myself, but I remember going to my cousin's backyard. I'm like, bro, I don't get bit up, and I'm like, what you doing? He was like, man, he put the some different plants back there.
Yeah.
He got a service to come back there. So, yeah, my shit can get disrespectful. And niggas get beat up. And, like, especially if you got the sensitive-ass skin. Yeah.
So, if you're light-skinned, you can't go to Earl house.
Yeah, I mean, my son be getting bit up, but he don't give a fuck. Like, he still be out there playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so used to it, so they know me. So, they treat me with respect, so I don't get bit like that. But then I be seeing other people, so... We're gonna be better this year, y'all. We're gonna be better this year.
It will be. I mean, hit me offline. I can give you some stuff on there because even though I'm not in Jersey, I feel like
help me, bro.
I can't do that too. There, even with the foliage back there, some things that you can do that that's going to help you keep from having your that mosquito situation back there, so I can help you with that. But yeah, I thought that found it interesting. I was like, damn, New Jersey is 5th on the list. The top area was Jersey. I saw Jersey, Boston, Texas was number 1, I think, which is crazy because it's dry shit out of Texas. But apparently they got some other type of mosquitoes out there. But that's neither here nor there. This is the Hot Seat Podcast, man. Episode 175 here, man. Of course, available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your favorite shows, as well as our video on YouTube. Of course, this podcast wouldn't be what it is if we hadn't started our podcast over 5 years ago and bringing our Xbox live chat, which at the time was not $30. Now it's $22. Bringing it over to the podcast space, man. But that being the case, now we're still gaming. We're doing what we're doing there right now. I just recently downloaded NHL 26. So did Dave. Earl, go ahead, get up on it. Get this thing popping. He's not going to do it. but we are still, I am actively playing NBA 2K26 right now. We're still wrapped up in NCAA. Haven't touched Madden in a little while, and I have touched a newer game that I just downloaded recently. The crew is dope. But I'm still waiting for Forza Horizon 6 to drop in a couple of months. So you can find me at Sanatu2X on Xbox. Appreciate all you guys who have done it so far. Just send me, you can send me a message if you're trying to get on and stuff like that. I've seen a couple of people doing there. Just know, we get on, what we're going to do. Still playing City Skyline, stuff like that. But yep, Sanatu2X on Xbox. What you got, Dave?
The Storyteller. Don't send me a message.
NJ Fatboy 97 Trey.
I feel like you should change your name now. Are you still NJ Fatboy? Or are you,
It might be Dr. NJ Fatboy, you know what I'm saying? But I might have to I might have to change that. It's not professional. I could do that.
This is the first show, man, that we've actually have done that we're actually acknowledging that we've done the pod before then. We've talked about it, but this is our first podcast that we've done since the new
got the new name change,
and the new career, I won't say career goal, life goal and life accomplishment. So do you want to take a moment, man, to say anything? We're extremely proud of you, my brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. I think I'm definitely happy that it's over.
Yeah.
It's been a journey.
Yeah.
And I'll say since 2022, 23. Yeah. Started a journey, had a little bit of imposter syndrome at some point.
Okay.
I got through it, and you get through the coursework, so that made me feel good because I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when you actually start to get into the dissertation, you're like, oh shit, like this is where it really gets, thick. Pause. But
yeah, super pause.
And I done had nights where it was just like, yo, it's me and Robert Glasper, dog, on this computer, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 5, like foregoing stuff on the weekend. Like, now I'm gonna do these edits. I felt like I done did 50, 60 edits, bro. Sending it back thinking it was good. Paid hundreds of dollars on edits. Yeah. And like it's a humbling experience. This is why those who say they're honorary, like, you're gonna get an ill look from me, because it's like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't honorary. Like, your honorary degree ain't shit. Like, if you ain't do what everybody else did who got a doctorate, PhD, and I don't want to hear that experience in life work, because a lot of people that have doctorates and PhDs, they committed years into their craft as well. They're just not famous. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear that shit. But yeah, so I'm happy. Like, it's funny. Like, I've been signing my email, Dr. Wallace, my kids slowly but surely. Oh, you a doctor now? That's what's up. Congratulations. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, the kids like, make sure people call you doctor. And I tell them all the time, I was like, and I mean this, I was like, it's cool. And I think I'm still trying to settle with the fact that, shit, I am a doctor now. But, man. I tell people I don't lead with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the title. You know what I'm saying? I don't lead with it. I said, if anything, it's an accomplishment, a big accomplishment for me, because, just it showed me that I could finish something. I finished a lot of things, but it just showed me it's something else I could finish. I think, too, if anything, I would like it to be an exemplar for, my son and, other kids that I, come across. Not that this is what you need to achieve. It's just, if you start something, finish it.
Gotcha.
And then in terms of like future endeavors, like, definitely looking, to change careers at some point. Not careers, but different paths at some point. There's a couple of things I'm working on. Talking to my homegirl and my colleague, we have she been doing conferences, so like really trying to get me into doing conferences. So I'm working on different PowerPoints right now to present at certain conferences coming
So
up.
we're gonna be attending an Earl talk, not a TED talk, but we're going to attend an Earl talk.
I mean my goal for this year going into next year is to get into a couple conferences. I'm targeting one that I've gone 2 years in a row, BMAC in Philadelphia. And let that kickstart. Working on me and my son working on the children's book.
You want to have that little ass mic that they have on their face?
No, absolutely not.
Now you gotta have one of them little ass mics to be sitting on this side. Be like, today is your
absolutely
day.
Not. But yeah, man,
better than you was yesterday.
You stupid. But nah, man. Overall, like I said, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for my support system. Y'all part of that, things in that nature. So, just happy it's over. You know what I mean?
I feel like we should get honorary doctorates because we are your support system.
Hey, man, listen. Might as well. Now I'm just waiting because I was supposed to participate. My graduation is coming up in May on the 16th, but that's my mother's birthday. And she going away to to New Orleans. And she don't come back until the day after. So I was like, I asked them if I can participate in next year's commencement. And they was like, yeah. So I'll graduate next year. Because at first I wasn't going to go because I remember, Sean, we had a conversation. I was like, I ain't know if I'm going out to Lynchburg. If I can't fly in and fly out, I ain't trying to go there. But I also was talking to people who was like, listen, this is a once-in-a-lifetime situation.
Sure.
You better take your black ass
get out there, man. Real quick.
I said, sure enough, on the get down. I'm going to go over there and do that. So that's it. Man. That's all I got.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Anything else? Anything you got over there at Master Story? Anything you got Master Story? You taking the role of Master Story now. You went, we from Master Wallace to Master Story. We got Dr. Earl. I'm just a guy.
That sounds like a slave owner. I'm just Dave.
Oh man. Something cool's about to happen, man. I teased it on our IG story. We have a new partnership here with the Hot Seat Podcast. I haven't announced it yet because I'm waiting to get the product in so we can actually really give it to you guys there. So it's gonna be pretty dope. 6 years now, and we are still leveling up. It doesn't stop. We're still leveling up. So we're going to be excited to share that with you as well. And that does not supplant what we got going on with DUBBY. DUBBY is still our official partner, man, of the Hot Seed Podcast. So go on over to dubby.gg. Go ahead and put your order in for whatever you want to get. In this case, DUBBY means no sugar, which means no chat, no crash, no jitters, which means it's going to give you the energy to keep you going day in and day out. Okay, don't take my word for it. There, go ahead, order what you want on there. Put in our code, the Hot Seed Podcast, and get your discount off of your entire order. Okay, that is dubby.gg, official partner of the Hot Seed Podcast, and stay tuned. And you should take a look at our Instagram social feeds, and you will see our newest partner. But again, 10% off of your order when you go with DUBBY Energy. Appreciate you folks, man. Thank you for rocking with us as always. I'm seeing a lot of new activity going around, a lot of shows. In this case, again, the replay for the first round of the Hot Seat Podcast, NFL Draft Watchcast is still available for you on YouTube. Thank you again. We'll be back again next week. We back in the fold, guys. For myself, Master Story, Dr. Earl, man, this is the Hot Seed Podcast.
I'm Dave.
The Hot Seed.